Alright, let's dive into something huge today. I mean, literally mammoth-sized in the world of programming. We're talking about NPM.
Taming the Mammoth. I love that title. It sounds like we're about to go on an epic adventure instead of talking about code.
Exactly, because that's what it can feel like. NPM is this gigantic, powerful force in web development. Today, we're going to break down what it is, why it's so massive, and how to keep it from, trampling your project.
Okay, I'm ready. Let's tame this beast.
So, first things first. What even is NPM? The name stands for Node Package Manager. At its heart, it's basically the biggest library in the world for JavaScript code.
A library? So, like, a place you go to borrow code that other people have already written?
You got it. It has two main parts. First, there's the public registry. Think of it as this massive online database with over 2 million little packages of code just waiting for you to use.
2 million? Wow. Okay, and the second part?
That's the command line tool. It's the thing you actually type into your computer. It's like the librarian that goes and fetches the books, or packages, for you, and then helps you manage them in your project.
I see. So it's both the giant warehouse of code and the forklift you use to get stuff out of it.
Perfect analogy. That's NPM in a nutshell. And when we say mammoth, we are not kidding. The scale of this thing is just mind-boggling. We're talking over 2.1 million packages in that registry.
Okay, that's more code than I could look at in 100 lifetimes. It's the biggest ecosystem for any programming language, right?
By a long shot. And get this. Those packages are downloaded billions of times every single week.
Hold on, billions? With a B, every week?
Billions. Every week. It powers everything from your friend's tiny personal blog to massive applications at companies like Netflix and PayPal. And all of this leads to the infamous _node_modules folder.
Ah, yes, the black hole of my hard drive. I install one tiny thing and suddenly I have a folder with 10,000 files in it.
Exactly. That's the local result of this mammoth scale. It's where the beast lives on your computer. But for all its size, that massive herd gives us some incredible superpowers as developers. The biggest one is speed.
Right, because you don't have to build everything from scratch.
Precisely. Need to format a date? There's a package for that. Need a fancy chart? There's a package for that. You can just grab these pre-built, battle-tested solutions and plug them into your project. Development gets so much faster.
So it's like building with professional-grade Legos instead of having to mold the plastic for each brick yourself.
That's it. And it's not just about taking code, it's about sharing it, too. It creates a standard way for everyone to manage their project's dependencies, which makes working on a team so much easier. Everyone's on the same page. Okay, but let's talk about the heavier side of the mammoth. Managing this system isn't all sunshine and rainbows. The first big issue is what people call dependency bloat.
You mean my _node_modules folder eating my entire SSD for breakfast?
That's the one. It can grow to an enormous size, and that can really slow down your installation times and any automated processes you have running.
And I've heard about security issues, right?
That's the scariest part. If a single, tiny, obscure package gets compromised, it can create a security vulnerability for thousands of projects that depend on it without even knowing it. It's a chain reaction.
Oof. And what's this dependency hell I keep hearing about?
That's when two packages you need rely on a third package, but they need different versions of it. And then you have to spend your entire afternoon trying to resolve the conflict. It can be a real nightmare. But don't worry, we're not helpless. The community has come up with some brilliant ways to tame this mammoth.
Okay, give me the good news. How do we fight back against the bloat?
So, there are alternative package managers, like !pnpm! Or !yarn!. They have much smarter ways of organizing that node_modules folder to save a ton of disk space and make installations way faster.
Oh, that sounds amazing. What about the security part?
There's a built-in tool for that. You can run a command called "npm audit", and it will literally scan your project for known security vulnerabilities and often tell you exactly how to fix them.
It's like having a security guard for your code. I like it.
Exactly. And finally, for the final product you show to users, you use tools called bundlers, like Webpack or Vite. They do something called tree shaking, where they analyze your code and literally shake out all the unused bits from your dependencies, so the final file is as small as possible.
Nice. So we have tools for the mess, tools for the security, and tools for the final cleanup. We can totally handle this.
So, when you step back and look at it, the NPM ecosystem really is a mammoth. It's immense, it's powerful, and yeah, it can be a little intimidating.
It's a double-edged sword, for sure. The size is what causes the problems, the bloat, the security risks.
Right, but that same size is also its greatest strength. It's the engine that fuels the incredible speed of modern web development. Without it, we'd all be moving so much slower.
So the key isn't to be scared of the mammoth, but to learn how to ride it properly.
You nailed it. By using the right tools and strategies, we can tame this giant and use its power to build amazing things. It's a necessary giant. And that's our look at NPM. Hopefully, this giant feels a little less intimidating now. Thanks so much for tuning in.
Yeah, thanks everyone. It was a lot of fun breaking this down. Join us next time for another deep dive into the world of code.